guys doing? I just wanted to come out and be as soft as possible. Because normally I come out like this and be like, what's going on, St. Louis? I want to hear ya. Come on. There it is. The 314. Look out.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So, welcome to St. Louis.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've been here before. Good town. You guys are all right. It's true.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, I say what's been going on, but we went over that last weekend.
We did, but they weren't here last weekend.
I know. So what's going on? What's new? What's happening?
Just keeping busy. Just, we just had the new Futuramas come out, so that was a really big thrill, and people really seem to enjoy them, which is even better. So, it was, I think, the highest rated section of the series since, I don't know, for a while on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, we got really good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, the best in a while. So that's really cool. That's great. Been doing some new Adventure Time stuff. Keep that thing going, which is really cool. Doing some stuff for that. So keep your eyes out, keep your ears out. That's really exciting. Not supposed to talk anything about Gears of War. Not supposed to say anything. Not supposed to talk about not talking about it. So I'm not talking about not talking about it. So there you go with that. Not going to say anything. And I'm doing a new show. I'm actually shooting a show right now. And it's the American version of the BBC's Doc Martin. Do you guys know Doc Martin? You guys know that show? Well, yeah, they're doing an American version of it, and I've been cast in the show, and so we're shooting right now as we speak. I got to go back tomorrow because I got to be there on Monday morning, very early, which is really kind of cool. But your boy's going to be on a TV sitcom, for crying out loud. How about that? So that's really exciting, and I think that they're talking about it coming out, and I think in January or something like that. So, but it'll be on Fox. So there it is. It's not streaming anywhere. It's on Fox, which is unusual for these days. But I'm very excited about it. It's got a really good cast, and yeah, it's really cool.
Wow, we're definitely psyched on that.
Yeah.
Since Futurama got the biggest pop, what I'd like to do is because I don't think I didn't get to the third part of this, so let's talk a little bit about the Futurama journey. Okay, when it first blipped on your radar, and then they brought it back, and then brought it back again. What was that setup like? What was the first time like?
The first. Well, when I got the job, it was really cool. I had auditioned for Mad TV. Remember the show Mad TV? So I got it. I booked it. But my agent and my manager said, "Don't do it. It was notorious, one of the worst television deals in television at the time. There was exclusivity. You couldn't do anything else. You were locked into the contract for a long time. People did it because they were like, well, they got nothing else to do, and I want to work on this show. And I was just like, no, I don't want to get locked into anything like that. So on the advice of both my management and my agent, I turned it down. And the casting department that was casting that show was casting a new cartoon by Matt Groening called Futurama. And so I went in and I auditioned with that voice. With this voice that was kind of like this. Actually, it's probably a little bit more like this at the time. Yeah. Because it kind of changes over time. But yeah, it was, I lucked out, couldn't believe it. And then, got canceled, and then it came back to do some more, and then it got canceled again, and then it came back to do some more. Then it was on reruns and it became popular again, and then we did more of them. And then we did a radio show thing for it. We did a bunch of other stuff. The show ended in 2013, and then we started doing we started doing Disenchantment, and that was just like, I compare that to if Futurama is Leonard Skinner, then Disenchantment is the Rossington Collins Band. If anybody understands that rock and roll etymology, you're a music dork like me, and nobody else gets it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's cool. I can take it. But I mean, every time it came back to life, it was just like, oh, I can't believe this. This is crazy. But I've been really fortunate with that show, and with a couple other projects. I mean, technically, who knew that Gears of War would continue to make more and more stuff?
But you can't talk about
up to 5.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. A couple people.
No, you've been attached to so many wonderful properties. I mean, Adventure Time, obviously. Yeah, I mean, you've spoken before about how.
I mean, it kind of. Yeah, I mean, it's.
That was like, what is this?
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I mean, I had to have it explained to me by Tom Kenny, who plays the Ice King, also SpongeBob SquarePants. A lovely human being. Also Gunter, he also is Wank. He does that too. Yeah, he's famous for doing his own character. He's famous for doing the character and the character's pet. Like, if you think about it, because what the SpongeBob's pet is what? The Gary, exactly. He does Gary, and he does fucking Gunter for Ice King. Anyway, he told me one day, he was like, this show is like, this generation's Yellow Submarine, exactly. And thank you. And for reminding me I'm old. Anyway, no, but yeah, and I was just like, all right, I kind of get it. And then D. Bradley Baker, who plays a bunch of different characters on the show, but you know who he is. He's wonderful.
If you've seen 3 cartoons in your life, he's done a voice in 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. He's that guy. He told me, he gave me the best advice. He was like, John, what you need to do is you need to go home and cry in your bag of money and shut your mouth. It's good advice, too. It's good advice. Yeah, you start hyperventilating in that. You're like, okay, I got it. So, anyway, kidding.
Absolutely. What was your because Gears of War, that journey has ended for you. But in your previous journeys, what was it like? What was it like pivoting into that? Because video game voice acting is like so radically different, especially if you're coming into it fresh.
Well, I mean, the big difference between like doing an animated show and a video game, I mean, is as far as approaching the recording part of it. In a TV show, you're really just you're moving the story along. And it's a linear thing, It's just like, and you can do it in an ensemble recording. You can have everybody in the room, and you can do it as scene by scene, line for line, and then record it together. So it has so there's energy in the room, so it feels like you're kind of reading a play or something like that. And then it's I don't know. It's funny. I just lost my train of thought. Wait.
Video game going on in the
right. Got it. Moving the story.
Narrative as opposed to.
Thank you. Fucking brain fart. That's what that's called. It's called the 57-year-old brain fart. Did you see it happen in real time? I was like looking for it. I was looking for it at the ceiling. Anyway, okay. So when you do an animated show, you move the story along and you read it like a play. But with a video game, you're recording all the cutscenes. You do all that stuff, and then they'll come back and they'll change lines, and you'll have to redo different things, different sections of it. But then, in order to cover the entire world, because it's a 360-degree view within the world of a video game, you have to make sure that every option is covered. So there's so much more to record, move left, move right, move forward, move back. Like you gotta, but you gotta do it loud, medium, soft. Like it's like there's so much stuff that you have to do in order to create the world of a video game, and it's tedious. It's a lot more tedious, frankly, because it's not as fun as like reading a scene together with other actors. You know what I mean? But pays the rent better than tarring a roof. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely on that. So, well, I'm gonna go out there and take some of the questions. But as always, bro, thank you so much. Thank you for your talents, and thanks for coming on out
I'm
and
glad
talking.
to be here in
everything,
St.
man.
Louis.
It's been-
Damn
it's
it!
always been
This is a
wonderful.
show me state. Damn it!
So show me something.
So
All right.
show me something.
All right. So who wants to meet me on over here?
Show me.
Who wants to start us
Show me
off?
something, but
Okay,
not
hey.
that.
Hey. Hi. What's your name?
My name's Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
My question is, what was your favorite episode out of all the seasons of Futurama?
Favorite episode out of all the seasons of Futurama? That's a tough question. I can give you some of my favorites. I can't give you like the favorite because it changes. But I love all of the anthology of interests. Like you watched it, you can't unwatch it. Those are great. When Bender becomes human and yeah, just all sorts of crazy stuff that happens on those. And there's also the episode, that one episode where oh man, they do it anime style, and it's just so ridiculous. And Zoidberg does the dance and saves the day, but it's just him just like all blubbery. It just so funny. But Dave Herman plays the professor in that. It's not Billy. So Dave Herman does a, don't make me laugh. Like he does this really cheesy anime voice. But it's really, it's so funny. That one really kills me. Amazon Women on the Moon is a brilliant one. Death by Snoo Snoo. Yeah, Femputer. That was a great, that was a lot of fun because I got to work with B. Arthur on that episode. And she was, B. Arthur, one of the Golden Girls. Come on, you got to give it up for Maude. I mean, she was amazing. But they brought her in to do the Femputer in that episode, and I had already recorded my dialogue. And they were like, John, do you want to come in and just sit in on the session so you could read with her? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll be there in a heartbeat. And so I went in, and she came in, and she sat down, and we started reading it. And about 15 minutes in, they stop for a second, and they're talking behind the glass. And she looks at me, and she goes, "Am I doing okay?" And I went, "Oh, Miss Arthur, you're doing wonderfully. You're doing exactly what they want. The reason you're here is because of you. So thank you. You're doing just fine." And she was like, "Thank you, my dear." And we went ahead and we kept recording and doing the stuff together. And then we had a makeout scene. Total fool around, like make it out. And man, if she didn't go for it, it was unbelievable. She was, oh. At one point I said to her, "Oh yeah, baby, give me some of that." I swear to God. I said that to a Golden Girl. That was pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
Right on. Good one. Thank you. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Ben.
Hi.
Hi. So, you played a lot of main characters in your career. What are some of your favorite side characters you played?
Side characters. I like playing Vigilante in Batman Brave and the Bold because it was a really fun song to sing. I really liked that song.
The man from Gotham.
No, that's there's another one. Oh wait, that's right. No,
Gray and blue.
It is. Gray and blue.
Yeah.
That's right. It's gray and blue. You caught me off guard because you started in the middle of the thing. Yeah. But that was great. I just Banana Guard #2 always is just kind of ridiculous to just he just chimes in every once in a while. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Princess Bubblegum. And that's that. It's just. Oh, but I like it when Randy shows up in Futurama. Randy's great. Randy's awesome. The robot has to go. He's fabulous. I love Randy. But yeah, those are fun. Those are fun.
Cool. Right on. Great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi. So I know I got your signature earlier this morning.
Yes.
And I asked, do you have any interesting stories from recording Adventure Time?
Yeah. I mean, I got to. Oh my God. Wait. Hold on. because his name just went. Oh, there it came back to me. Henry Rollins plays Lady Rainicorn's dad, and I got to record with Henry Rollins, like punk rock legend Henry Rollins, and I'm in the booth with like punk rock royalty, and he was so cool. I took a picture with him. He was great, but like he was really funny, and he was lovely to work with. And you never think you'd be like, Henry Rollins was lovely. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most punk rock thing to be lovely, but I tell you what, it was totally punk rock. He was really cool. But you know, we got all sorts of people came through. Childish Gambino came through. Like the lead singer, TV on the Radio came through. Like, I mean, it was we always had really cool people in the booth. And I mean, listen, and working with that crew of people, like, you know, Hendon Walsh as Princess Bubblegum, and you know, I mean, Tom Kenny, I mean, Jeremy Shada. I mean, I watched the kid grow up from, you know, he was 12, and now he has a wife and a kid. I'm like, wow, that's crazy, you know. So, yeah, it's been wonderful to see everybody kind of grow, and you know, it's like this extended family.
Great question. Thank you.
Hope I answered it. I kind of went, kind of bananaed around it.
Hey, what's your name?
Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Okay, so you've done a lot of comedy work. Do you ever struggle to get through a scene just because of how funny it is, like that you can't stop laughing?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Man, oh God. When you're sitting in the booth and Nikki Yang goes, Jake, Finn, put it in my butt. How are you supposed to keep it together? That's difficult, man. That's difficult. That's a tough day at the office. Because if you laugh too hard, you're going to get a call from HR. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I mean, you know, there's always something that's funny. There's always ridiculous things. I used to do side characters on Brickleberry, and that show was filthy. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Because just saying Brickleberry, people just go, oh. So, like, yeah, you get to say, like, I played this drug-addled, homeless cat who was also a prostitute. It was just like, and they had me saying some of the most awful things I'm not going to repeat, but like, you know, when you're saying them, you can't believe it's coming out of your mouth, and it's just shock. And, oh. I was at the last recording of the Powerpuff Girls, the filthiest room in the world, I swear to God. Powerpuff Girls. Anyway, stop. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're making me give away too many secrets, man. Turn into a blabbermouth. Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay.
So, you and Lady Rainicorn have some kids.
Yes.
Who's your favorite out of them?
Kim Kilwan. Done. Kim Kilwan. I don't care. I'm picking a favorite. Kim Kilwan. Done. He's the most, I don't know. Kim Kilwan is pretty badass. That's all I got to say. Kim Kilwan. Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Connor, what was it like playing the Joker on Under the Red Hood?
Oh, it was a lovely job. I had a great time doing that. Thank you very much. I was the second choice. Persistence, baby. But yeah, the reason they had to let go of it was originally Brad Dourif, who was a fantastic actor. You've seen him in everything, but he's amazing, and it's one of those things that's a technical issue, and it's the difference between some actors and some voice actors, and the bridge between them. Sometimes really good actors can't get the focused performance that a voice needs. That, you know, that they do too much stuff in front of the microphone. You know, they're acting over here, and you lose the entire performance. You know what I mean? and they're and this isn't even moving. This is just like that, you know, and they're all over. So he was doing great stuff, and they couldn't get it. They couldn't capture it. They couldn't, like, it kept getting more, and then they were like, okay, we got to do something. So the director was like, I got it. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep. Hey, John, what do you think about playing the Joker? And I went, hey, I'm coming over. And I went in and recorded it, and then everybody was excited. And now everybody comes up to me and says, hey, John, you're my second favorite Joker. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much. But what's cool is that Mark Hamill really likes my Joker, so I don't give a shit what anybody says. John, I love your Joker. Oh, God, it's great. Mark Hamill. I love that guy.
One thing we figured out last week at the show we're at, I'm pretty sure John here may have voiced the most DC characters in animation history.
Decent.
DC.
DC,
Yes, I
right.
gave you that list. We need.
I'm
to
like,
figure that out.
decent? What about Bender, dude? Like, wait a minute, hold on a second. He nullifies everybody else. You could play Jesus, and if you play Bender, you're just like, no, Bender wins.
Hey, what's your name?
Nathan. So I was just wanting to ask, what were your thoughts on voicing Jake in the first early seasons of Adventure Time?
I hated it. No, I hated it. Hold on. I hated it. Seriously. They know, everybody at Cartoon Network knows this. It's all right. It's old. It's an old story. I didn't like the way the show was being run. It was unorthodox, completely unorthodox from what the successful shows that I had worked on up until that point. It was not being run well and efficiently. And also, just the scripts alone, normally when you get a script, it's like you can read it and be like, oh, there's stage direction, it explains what's going on. In between the dialogue, it's just like, oh, okay, paints a picture. Well, with Adventure Time, it was like they'd give you like the entire storyboard, and then the lines numbered, and it was just like I had to piece together. Like, it was the most tedious, it was the most backward way to do it. And then what was supposed to take 90 minutes would take, 4 hours, like sometimes over. And so it was really frustrating, and I just was not, and again, I got the advice from, those two actors, and then things started to change, and the way the show was run started to change, and then it became really, really fun, and it started to really roll like a well-oiled machine, and it was just like, okay, now this is really cool, this is really great. But yeah, the first 2 years were really tough. I tried to get off the show, and luckily, the vice president at Cartoon Network was like, John, we got big plans for this show, so maybe you might want to stick around, please. All right. And then the next thing I know, we're on bullet trains in Korea. So yeah, so that's the truth.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Hey, what's your name?
Noah. That was totally my same question, but since we're both music nerds, what's your favorite musical artist?
What's my favorite musical artist? Oh, well, I run the gamut. I listen to all sorts of 90s era hip hop and New Orleans funk and 70s disco and R&B and grunge and classic rock and British Invasion, jazz fusion. I get whatever. Even Broadway musicals. I don't care. I will listen to just about everything except new country music. I will listen to I listen to George Jones any day of the week. The bars are all closed.
Good one, thank you.
It's 4 a.m. in the morning. Oh, fuck, man. Heavy duty. Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Erin.
Hi.
So Futurama is one of my favorite shows.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
But I am curious, how do you feel about some of the things that haven't aged well, like Bender getting a sex change?
I think it's aged perfectly. I think Bender can get his gender changed however many times he wants. I could care less. Yeah, no, I could care less. I think it's aged like a fine wine. We called it. I mean, like it's people are like Matt Groening is a time traveler. Like he predicts like crazy things, like Cypress Hill with the London Symphony Orchestra, like weird crazy stuff like that. But I think that no, I think hail, hail, Rabboni, a land I didn't make up. That's really funny. Coilette, I mean, come on, it's genius. And she wins all those medals. It was awesome. I don't know. I think it's perfectly fine. I think they should do it 10 more times just to piss people off. Hooray! You did it 10 times. Anyway. Hi, young lady. How are you? I didn't mean you to see that bird I just let out of the cage. Sorry about that.
It's all good. What's your name?
My name is Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
While playing Jake from Adventure Time, what was your favorite line he did?
My favorite Jake line is I think his best advice, and it's really true and it's really universal, is dude, sucking at something is the first step at being sort of good at something. And I think it's true, and I think it's universal, and I think that it's good advice. So I really like that one. But also, you can't floop the pig, dude. That's pretty. I like that one. That's a funny one. Your top's Blueby. There's very silly things to say, but yeah.
Do you have a favorite line?
All of them.
Good
there you
answer.
go. Good answer.
Good
All
answer.
right.
Thank you. Hey, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Sean.
Hi, Sean.
And my question is, what do you think the most iconic line of Schnitzel was?
I mean, the most iconic Schnitzel line, I'm Schnitzel. I mean, like literally, like I'm Schnitzel. Like when he realizes he can speak. But then I think one of the funniest things is rada 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 rada, Canada. So that one always killed me. Why he said Canada, I have no idea, but Canada. Perfect.
Go with it. Hi, what's your name?
It's Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Hey, I was wondering, you're on a lot of shows, but what kind of shows and movies are you watching when you're not working on your own things?
Oh, okay. Let's see. What did I recently finish watching? Wednesday. That was a lot of fun. Wednesday was good. Jeez, what did we finish? We were watching, I can't wait for Shogun to come back out. The first Shogun was great. You should watch Ozark. That's great. What's the other show that we watched? I can't wait for the Peaky Blinders to come out. Peaky Blinders is dope. I love that show. I'm like waiting on stuff. I haven't really watched too much television lately, but like, because I've been so busy, but I've been so busy. Yeah, show business. So sorry. But like, I'm thinking of the Apple shows. What's rattle off some shows.
I've been loving Slow Horses. I don't know if you watch
Slow Horses is pretty cool.
I like
I mean, I can't, listen, Gary Oldman farting and just like, That's some funny stuff.
He eats like a dog that's learned how to use utensils.
It's just so. Oh my God, he's really funny in that. That's great. Yeah. Demon Hunters? K-pop Demon Hunters? No, I'm good. I'm 57, bro. I can't be just like K-pop Demon Hunters. My wife would be like, "We're getting a divorce." I'm not watching K-pop Demon Hunters. Severance. Shrinking. There's a great show. Shrinking. That's a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. I knew you'd save me.
Hey, what's your name?
I am Judah.
Hi.
What is your favorite cartoon character?
My favorite cartoon character? I don't know. I always thought Captain Caveman was pretty funny. Back in the day, growing up. I always liked who drove Speed Racer. I always loved the guy who drove Mach 5.
Racer X.
No, not Racer X. Johnny. What's his name?
Well, Speed Racer drove the Mach 5, and then the
right. Speed Racer drove the Mach 5, but Speed Racer's name was
Speed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that one. But Captain Caveman with Captain Caveman. That was awesome. I loved that.
Bad time for power failure.
Yeah.
That's always
Exactly.
going to kill me.
I love that.
Good one. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi. So, lost my train of thought. Hold on a sec. Okay, so seeing how the show Adventure Time is played out, if you could go back and pick a different character to play, would you pick a different character? Would you stick with Jake?
No, I wouldn't change it. I'd want to just get an extra role. I want to get an extra part. I'd want to do Lumpy Space Princess just because it's so damn funny. I mean, even though it's Pendleton, it's Pendleton. I mean, it's so funny. Oh my God, it's so funny. But I would love to. Yeah, I love that episode where we all got lumpy. That was really fun. But yeah, that's a great one.
Cute. Hey, what's your name?
Jalen.
Hey, Jalen.
I know a show called Blackjack. What are your thoughts of playing Blackjack in SpongeBob SquarePants? Blackjack.
Oh yeah, Blackjack was his cousin. He was really scared of, and then and SpongeBob was really scared of his cousin Blackjack, and it turned out like Blackjack was like this big, and SpongeBob is my size. At the end, he was, I don't know, couldn't. Yeah, that's the thing. This is a technique that when Bender's getting into electricity, when he's addicted to electricity, he goes, oh yeah. But that's the trick that Tom Kenny does. Ridiculous.
Cool. Yeah, great cosplay, by the way. Hey, what's your name?
Justin. If Bender had to be roommates with one other character besides Fry, who would he last the longest before going to the suicide booth?
That's a good question, my friend. No, Scruffy. Yeah, he'd live with Scruffy. And then, huh? Well, listen, this is the problem. That's what would make him go to the suicide booth from listening Scruffy and his mop bucket. Make sweet, sweet love. Mm-hmm. Scruffy, the janitor. Anyway, sorry.
Hey, what's your name?
Mordecai. So you're the only Adventure Time actor who was there from the very beginning.
From the very, very beginning, yes.
The pilot that they pitched to Nickelodeon all the way to the end of the show. What was it like seeing other actors come in and play different roles than other actors leaving all throughout the show's run?
Listen, the thing is that when we did the pilot, it was we just came in. I came in and just recorded my lines, and that was pretty much it. I didn't really, John Kassir was the original Ice King. Jeremy Shada's older brother was the original Jake. and he just happened to Jeremy just happened to audition for the part. Like, but yeah, there were a bunch of different things, but you know, listen, when we first started doing the show, everybody that got cast stuck. So like that was like the original crew, really. I mean, like it all changed from the pilot except for me, but yeah, you know, it's pretty lucky, I guess. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty cool. But yeah, the Crypt Keeper was the original Ice King. That's pretty wild. Yeah. So there you go.
Cool. There you go. Thank you.
All right.
All right, we got a few minutes left, but I'm close the line, and I think we'll be able to get through everybody here. So come on up. Hey, what's your name?
Maeve. Well,
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. Hey, the guy who just sat down, come get back up and get to the. No, not you, dude. The guy in the back. Yes, that guy coming down. That's the last guy. He was like halfway down the thing, and you were like, "We're closing it." He was like, "Whoop," turn around and walk back to his seat. Like, no, you got it. He made the cut. He made the cut.
All right.
I'm so sorry. Now, please go ahead.
I was wondering what your opinion was on your hit single, Makin' Bacon Pancakes.
What my opinion is on that earworm. Yes, the song that you can't get out of your head, like the 1877 Cars for Kids jingle. It is insanity. Yeah, it's nuts. Rebecca Sugar wrote a really little catchy little thing, and she writes all sorts of great little ditties for the show, and I just aged myself. Ditties. But yeah, like she just, I mean, and the fact that it had that remix with Alicia Keys was like ridiculous. There's no way I'd have seen that coming. But yeah, I mean, you know, literally, like I recorded that like one day in like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, like I have to hear it for the rest of my life. It's just like, oh my God. But you know what? Bacon pancakes are really good. So I don't know.
Good one.
There you go.
All right, so I'm going to have to give it a little bit, so I'll be real quick. Hey, what's your name? What's your question? And headline it as quickly as you can. Okay, what's your name?
I'm Isabella, and I was wondering, how does voice acting in a live-action movie setting differ from a fully animated setting?
Well, so how does acting in live action different from voice acting? Okay. Voice acting, you're just there to record your lines, your dialogue, and that's it. You don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to wait for the lighting to change. You don't have to wait for the lenses to be changed. You don't have to wait for the different coverage. You have wide shots. You have close-ups. You have different, angles with the cameras and everything like that. And they have to get coverage of each character, and sometimes they have to get closer, and sometimes when you're in a booth, all you do is record your lines and say, "See you later," and that's it. Done. Finished. There's no waiting around. You're just boom, 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 boom. The only waiting around you're doing is if you're in an ensemble record and you just have to wait for it to go from start to finish. And that's the only time you're kind of waiting around. And you're just waiting for your line to come up, which is brilliant. But there's so much waiting around when you're doing a live show. And you have to be patient. You have to know what to do with your downtime, because it's a lot of waiting around, and so you have to be constructive with that time. You have to learn your lines. Learning your lines is like a whole other thing. Like that's a whole other muscle that you have to have. Like when you're doing VO, the lines are right in front of you. So, on the fly, it's so much faster. So much, you can just take a risk. Just do it differently each time. And it just takes a while to do something live action. So there you go.
There you go. Good one. Okay. Hey, what's your name? What you got?
Hi, John. I'm Dan, and I
Hi,
got
Dan.
one quick funny question for you. If Bender was at a karaoke bar, what song do you think he would sing drunk?
If Bender was at a karaoke bar, and what song? I think that he would probably sing. He would, I Touch Myself by the Divinals. I'm not going to tell you. You got to get me drunk at a karaoke bar for that song. You're welcome. Jeez.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Mac.
Hi, Matt.
If you ever watch anime, what's your favorite character?
My favorite anime? Princess Mononoke. You know why? I'm in it.
There
Nice.
you go. That's for you. Great question. Thank you.
Excellent.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Gabriel.
Hey.
Trying to figure out how to word this, but considering the changes within the Coalition team, were you surprised that you're getting Gears E-Day instead of continuing the Kate storyline in Gears 6?
I can't answer a damn thing you're talking about. This guy's coming up here like he's the New York Times, for crying out loud. What are you, out of your mind? Take a walk. Give him a sticker, whatever the hell you're giving him. I'm not answering any of those questions. You want to get me fired, for crying out loud?
Okay, the answer is stay tuned.
I'd like to know every single thing that you know about this project. Man, get the fuck out of here.
All right.
That's why he's got the last question. I saw it on you. I saw it on you, you son of a gun. I saw it on you. Trying to just Rolling Stone, breaking news.
My name's Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Thanks for taking my question.
Absolutely, my friend.
You, Andy Merrill, and Mark Hamill are some of my favorite voice actors. Who would you say is yours?
Ooh. I am very fortunate in that one of the biggest things in my life, in my career, I am sitting next to Billy West, Maurice LaMarche. I mean, listen, those two guys alone, Frank Welker, God damn. He still sounds like Freddie.
Yeah.
He started that job in 1969.
Yeah.
All right, that's 56 years. 56 years, he sounds exactly the same. There's people that I get to work with, there's people that are here that are it's funny because, like, you say, who are your favorites? Who's your favorite? Or, listen, I work with amazingly talented people all the time, and some of them are here. I mean, like Carrie Walgren, like I was just talking to her. We used to work together a lot, and right now she's doing some different stuff, and I'm doing different stuff, but she's wonderful. There's people that, like, I get to work with just fantastic people. Tom Kenny, unbelievable. Tom Kenny is so fast and so funny and so quick. Just one time we were... All right, I'm gonna end on this. This is a good one. 30 seconds. We're in New York City for a big Adventure Time thing, right? And we're at this area where they're having a big VIP party for us, and we're outside, and we have to go around the corner to this other part of the club to get in. And I say, yeah, man, come on, let's go. We got to go around the corner. And without missing a beat, Tom goes, oh, where fudge is made? And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So on that note, around the corner where fudge is made, I just want to thank you guys for coming out to this panel. This has been a lot of fun. You guys are great, St. Louis. I really appreciate it.
I got
You've shown me, and I've shown you. We've shown each other. And somebody call HR.
Right. One final question.
What's that?
You want to take a picture with this audience?
Yeah, I do want to take a picture.
All right,
so let's
everybody.
take a picture.
Here's what you do. Come on up. This will be available for purchase at our merch booth. It'll be available for download our Flickr account. If you have not signed up for our email newsletter, please do so. You'll get all the pictures our staff photographers takes throughout the weekends when they drop, as well as all the links, all the videos, and all that other fun stuff.